Oyster catchers. Oh my God, they're right there. Oh, I'm so close. They're just a little bit slow. Oh yes, I think I got the cold tail with them. Hello, good morning. Today I wanted to take you guys out with me, just a nice walk in my local forest. But just when I came outside, I could see that the loch is super still, looking spectacular. So I thought I would just see if we have any chance of getting close to any of the water birds over here before we head into the forest. Such a nice day. Oh, and today I'm using the M.Zuiko 100-400 f/6.3 Mark II. And I put that on my OM1 Mark II. We'll see what we come across. Oyster catcher. If we get enough light, maybe we can get them in flight. I can see goldeneye over here. They're so obvious in their almost all white body. Oh, the sun is coming out. Look at that long shadow. You get some really nice photos here if we just find some birds. Ooh. Canada geese, loads of them. So they're getting spooked now by me. It'd be nice to try and get a photo of them. Ideally, I want to get all the way down low. Ooh. See a goldeneye through the forest. Oh, amazing. That's so cool. They're curious. There's 2 starlings up here. Oh, heron. Love the heron. They're so big and amazing. You always take them for granted that we have them here. Oh. Oyster catchers. Oh my God, they're right there. Oyster catchers are right over there. And then I have all the Canada geese right out here. It's amazing. Nice reflections there of the Canada geese. Really nice. A couple of years ago, I actually had a barnacle goose. I had 2 barnacle geese in amongst the Canada geese. Don't know if they were a bit confused. And even though they're a very common bird, it's always nice to get up close and photograph them with nice reflections. The thing about common birds is you just need to try a little bit harder. You need to try and get some shots that stand out. Oh, love these reflections. What the hell? One of the oyster catchers is standing on a pole, on a fence pole, out at my neighbor's field. Right, so I got 4 oyster catchers down here. I would love to have them fly off, but Doesn't look like they want to just now. Okay, can't sit here all day just hoping for these ones to catch just to fly. And I am not the kind of person to scare a bird in flight just to get an image. So let's pack up and let's head into the forest. Okay, let's walk slowly back. See if I can't see something else. Bye-bye, Canadies. Great tip. What an incredible start to the day. I can hear a wren right over here. Just walk slowly. Ooh, 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 I see it, I see it, I see it. Oh, amazing. Love the wren. It's up higher in the shrubs here today. I'm not used to that. That's not the common place for a wren to be. Usually they're very low to the ground. Wow, it's just right here. I'm gonna hunch down a bit. See if it'll come back. Oh, wow. Oh, so amazing. Look at that. That was incredible. Have a look at this. Love the wren. And this coming into late February now. This is a perfect time now, and coming into March. There'll be so many wrens about, and they're all singing their hearts out, setting up territories and building nests. The male wren will actually build several nests around its territory, and then when and if it finds a female, it will show off all the different nests to the female, and she'll take her pick or which one is her favorite. Usually the one with is mostly covered up and most secure. And then the tricky male, after he mates with a female and sets up one family, it could actually try to mate again with a different female to use one of the other nests. Incredible little bird. Such a little one. So much fascinating behavior to the wren. I really like this light that we're getting through here now. It's strong, but it's also diffused. Let's walk into the forest. Oh, these fungus brackets. Hey, let's get across this. So it's just very dark here. I'm just gonna check my exposure settings. I'll go for 200th of a second, ISO 1600, The f-stop is just as low as it can go, 6.3 all the way zoomed out, this lens. Improvements to the image stabilization has just meant that this lens is now becoming one of my favorites. You know, obviously my favorite is the 150-400, the built-in 1.25, but I want something lightweight, small, and here I've also just taken off the tripod foot, becomes even more compact and lighter. It's just such an easy one to take with me, you know, especially when my main priority might not be photography. I might be going for a hill walk and I'll just chuck this in my bag. And it is super sharp, and with the improved IS now, it just means that I can take images really slow shutter speeds and I can film handheld with no shake. Okay. Oh. You can hear Goldcrest here. That's another nice bracket. Squirrel. Love meeting the red squirrel, such random encounters. Try to get a bit closer. Oh, let's get a little silhouette. Oh, I like that. Such cute little furry little creatures. So one thing I wanted to show you guys today was my little forest hide setup. This here is my setup. Okay. So, thought I could just sit down here for a little bit, see if anything comes around. I love the way the nuthatch lands on a tree and then walks down. It's the only bird to do that around here. And when you get that perfect, when it folds itself, it just points out. Looks great. Oh, wow. Man, that is such an amazing bird. I really like that rusty bracken look colour in the background. I'd love to get that as my background. Just need to get a bit lucky where the birds land. The woodpecker's playing hide and seek, hiding behind that trunk. Those nuthatches are so full of character. Oh, yes. coal tit was right in front of me here, where I had that nice background. I don't think I got a good one though. I like this. Small in frame, just that perfect pose of the nuthatch. Oh, I'm so close. We're just a little bit slow. Oh yes, I think I got the coal tit with a rusty background. Yes, nice. Oh, robin. Such a nice time of year when you start to hear all the different bird songs and calls. There's more and more. I really like having one of these foldable mats with me. It just means that I can approach almost any type of photography I want to. I can lie down if I want to, or just take a seat. It's a nice thing to have with. Okay, well this is my forest hide setup. Let's continue our walk. It's just so many nice little lit up areas here with really nice light coming through. That's one of my favorite things to do when you get this type of high beams into the forest, is to just go very dark exposure and then try and photograph something just kind of coming into the light, throwing the rest into more of a darkness. You can see on some of these trees you get a bit of rim lighting on the side. Just imagine a tree creeper on there coming up this. Would be perfect. Okay, if we don't find anything here, we can head towards my other neighbour on the other side of the loch here. And she has so many snowdrops in her garden and out around her. That could be a nice thing to photograph and finish up on. So I'll aim for that as my goal. But obviously, keep my eyes and ears open. See if we come across anything on the way to photograph. I do love this old bracket fungus. How big they are. Amazing. Look at these. Little focus bracketing on the bracket here. I'll stack them in helicon focus later on. I'll show you how that turns out. Love doing that, and these mushrooms and other things, small things that I can find. Let's go for a little focus stack. Keep that nice blurred out background. We get sharpness throughout the subject. It's just such a nice and easy way to photograph. And now with the improved sync image stabilization with the body of this lens, such an easy thing to do. Right, I can hear wren over here. Well, several places. But over here, where we got all the bracken, is where I would love to photograph it. So I'd love to get a wren standing on some of these half toppled over bracken. Oh, there it is. It's far away. Far away, but still so cool. If I can get a little bit closer. Just move very slowly. Oh, it's off. But I went into there. So if I just go nearby and I sit down and wait. Okay, I went in right over there. So if I just wait here, it might pop back up and start singing. I was right over there earlier. Maybe it'll go back. It's on its way back up. Get my cold hands. There it is. Slow down. I can't get a shot. I'll just wait. Look at that. I love how it just blends in with the bracken. So well hidden. So you have something like this as that singing. When you approach, it flies away. Sit down and wait. It might come back, start singing at the same little places. Okay. This in front of us here is the loch where we started this morning, but we were on the other side. So there's a path down here. We'll take that towards my other neighbour and see how all the snowdrops are doing this year. I don't know if you can see that, but the loch now is completely different. So you got a bit of wind in the air and it's just ripples all over it. So you're not getting those nice reflections anymore, more just the brightness of the sky. So it's like this morning when you get that opportunity for flat, surface still loch, you got to take the opportunity, which is why we started there and then waited a bit with the forest. Ooh, cormorants, 3 of them. Amazing. So there's quite a few snowdrops over here, but I don't really like these. You know, it's so busy here. There's so much other grass and stuff popping up that it's very difficult to get a good image here. So I'm going to keep heading towards my neighbour down this track. Song thrush. Cool. No image to be had when the song thrush is just walking on the ground. Oh, these are quite cool. There we go. It's just a carpet of them. Let's find some, and maybe they're out on their own, single individuals maybe. And there's so many. It's difficult not to just jump at the first one that's here, but I'm really looking for one that's going to look good in a photo. Ooh, these look good. So there's a few different species here. nice to see all the flowers coming up already. Look at this. Look at that thing there. So here, it's just really good to have that screen come out that I can use. The screen is my view, focus all the way in, down to ISO 200, one focus point. Now I'd love to be able to blur out the bottom of this. I lost it. There we go. So I'm blurring out that bottom, so it's just coming out from nowhere. I'll try a focus stack as well. And there we go. I think that works really nicely. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Let's see if we can get that water as a background. Don't know if it'll look good. Might not. It keeps moving, so I can't really use focus stacking here. Okay, so that was a walk in nature, and I was testing out the 100-400 Mark II. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know if you enjoyed this kind of point of view videos from nature.